Are we doing the mannequin intro?
Nope.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to Q&A.
With Q and K?
I hope you've had a great Tuesday. I had a flying good time today. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I had the opportunity to go to iFly Houston.
Cool.
Or iFly Woodlands. iFly, where you like in the wind tunnel and fly. It was really, really awesome. They were promoting a lot of their, like booking their holiday events and corporate events. So definitely worth a check. It reminded me too of a little bit more affordable place to go for corporate events, which is Escape Now.
Escape Now.
Yeah.
Escape Now Houston. It's a great cool little place where they lock you in a room and give you a bunch of clues and give you an hour to get out, or else they take your soul. Well, no, they help you out. But Escape Now Houston, it's a really cool place. It's fun for groups and date nights and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
They've got like 6 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
They've got like a Sherlock room, the Candy Factory room, which we did that one, which was pretty difficult.
It's intense.
But luckily, if you're very nice to the people there, the people monitoring the room, they will give you clues, maybe more clues than you should get. But they're very, very cool people. But yeah, they've got 6 rooms now. They expanded. Mm-hmm. They've got one large mobile room that you can bring out for like corporate events, things like that. And then they have like 2 mini mobile rooms for like festivals. You know, little things like that.
Yeah.
But really cool people. I highly suggest you give them a shout out. I mean, I know they're getting busy. They're getting booked up quite a bit. So there's a reason for that, because it's fun.
And you think it's July? Why do I need to book my Christmas party now? But probably
you probably need to.
Office administrator, anyone who ever organizes a Christmas party knows you have to start booking things like right now. So
yeah,
something
check them
to
out.
think about right now.
Check them out. They're very, very cool people. Very fun place to do stuff. But
awesome. You want to get to our first question?
Yeah, let's get to our first question. I was actually posed this question today, actually, and there was an individual who had a buyer representation agreement with an agent that, for multiple reasons, it's not working out with their relationship, and they were under the misconception that the representation agreement could not be terminated, which it can. I mean, agreements can be terminated, and he was worried that the termination would make things, or I guess it would cost him money, and that really depends on what the agreement, what was in the original representation agreement, and then the termination agreement. It depends on what both parties agree to. I mean, because honestly, if the agent has shelled out a lot of money to help you in finding a house, I mean, they would want to be I guess
compensated,
reimbursed,
compensated.
I mean, look at it. If you look at it, I mean, if you were in that position, you would want at least your money back if you've had to come out with cash. But I mean, then again, but agreements can be terminated. If it's not working out by either party. I mean, there are agents that have terminated agreements with buyers and sellers. And vice versa. I mean, it's just, if it's not going to work out, it doesn't work out. But there is a way out of it. But there is a process. It does need to be in writing, as well as representation agreements, which we could go into the legalities of representation agreements. Legalities. But we can go into that at some other point in time. But it is, I mean, because there's some things. The big thing is in real estate, as with any business relationship, you need to have things written out and things in writing, and it's not necessarily for suing each other. I would say for the most part, it's just to make sure that everybody understands what their responsibilities are. Yeah. So everything is out in the open, everything's up on the table, and it's just playing out, and here it is.
Or else you wind up on Judge Judy with, your brother on the other side. And
she watches Judge Judy.
Judge Judy is awesome. Judge Judy was actually like the 4th word that my toddler learned.
Really?
Yeah, Judge Judy. You actually can learn some stuff from Judge Judy. I don't recommend that for actual legal advice, but
No.
you know,
Nor would she.
But you know, to get it in writing, you know,
Yeah,
so you're
it's
not
just-
up there with cousin Bob because he didn't pay you his rent. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, the big thing is just to have things in writing, just to make sure that the relationship and the responsibilities are just known, that everybody understands what their part is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go over a buyer representation agreement some other point in time if you're interested. It's some legal nerdy stuff, but anyway,
we don't like to be legal nerds. Quentin likes to be a legal nerd, but I love that about him.
I don't know if I just am. It just is. I'm a
All
bit of a
right,
nerd.
so Kat asked, not me, but Kat asked, I just purchased a house and now I keep getting like a ton of mail that
Fake mail.
It looks like my lender's mail, but it's not. It's just made to look like lender mail. Like, what's up with that? So basically, new homeowners, what are some things you have to watch out for because of soliciting mail or mail that...
I would say if it's not from a party that you're doing business with, put it in the shred pile. It's going to happen. I mean, you're going to get tons of stuff. I mean, I have some some trademark stuff, and so I get stuff from the Polish government saying that I owe them however many hundreds or thousands of dollars because I have a trademark here in the United States, but they're protecting it for me in Poland, a couple of my trademarks, and I don't care. So
yeah, and the best thing to do if you have any questions, and I think this also goes with like hospital bills and things
bill.
like that. Verify it with your lender if you've just purchased a home. Verify it with the company via the contact that you already have.
Yes.
Not with the contact information that's on the letter. Contact them so they can say, yes, this is us, or no, it's not us. But just, unfortunately, I don't think everybody, but you just have to be very pessimistic when it comes to bills. I'm very pessimistic when it comes to bills.
I say paranoid.
I did not use that much water. Show me. I'm just kidding. Okay, so
your daughter is
moving.
the one
I know we have kids, so of course we use that much water. She lets the shower run for 10 minutes before she even gets in the shower.
She has to have a proper steam amount in the room.
And dancing time in front of the mirror, which I guess I should just understand, right?
I don't.
You don't have a dance routine?
Well, I don't have
In
the
front
water.
of
I don't
the
have
mirror.
the water running.
But not while the water's running. Right,
Yeah.
because you're a responsible adult who dances in front of the mirror without the shower running.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Well, yeah, in front of the mirror if I'm feeling sassy.
Which he feels quite often. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. So, you've all been waiting for this moment. Autumn's going to contact us and pull her friends together so she can buy a multi-million-dollar home. What's up with this mannequin house? So, if you haven't seen it already, I'm going to put the link here in the comments if I can. So here's the link to the home. Did it go up? There it is. So this home went onto the market. It's over $1 million. It's in Richmond, Texas. A lot of people are talking about it because it's a beautiful home, but
It got messed up.
it's filled with rather eccentric stuff.
Messed up.
So
It's funny.
including very interesting pictures on the wall, mannequins, lots of dolls. This is interesting. So we're going to segue this into staging. The question is, can you go see this house? And I'm sure the answer is like no, because I'm sure for this level of price range, there's a better screening process for who makes these appointments to go see this home. Unless they just are letting anybody in, who knows. But definitely take a look at this in your spare time. It's just worth the laugh. But Let's talk about home staging when you're preparing your home for sale. And the the thing about this home has really started to go viral because it's filled with all this crazy stuff, and everyone's like, look at this crazy crap that's in this house. And we're not at all recommending that you fill your house with crap.
And Geraldine, I'm pretty sure they're probably not going to sell it because I don't know, they have some weird.
Yes.
Exactly, but we can ask them where they put it together, and I can ask them if you want, and then I can get that for you, find that info for you if you're really wanting that.
So, but memorable staging actually does help, but preferably with
a little bit less.
Nicer things. So what we mean by, for example, we recently had a home for sale, and it was a vacant home, but there was this very small parrot statue that was left on a pony wall. Well, we intended to leave that in there so that way when the sellers didn't want it. So when buyers come to visit or to view the home, a better recall thing is to be like, oh yeah, the parrot house. It's just something to help buyers recall what house they saw, because if you're a buyer and if you've been looking at home after home after home, they all start to blend together. So
that's why some builders, like, they'll have, like, especially if a house is vacant and they've had it sitting for a long time, and they just need to get rid of it, they'll go paint one wall or two walls, or just do something that's easily fixed, but just paint it something just so people remember. Oh yeah, and then the salespeople can come back and go, oh well, you know what? You buy it today, we'll paint that wall no charge, and whatever.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, but it does work. So I'm not recommending, hey, go paint something in an ugly color. Don't waste, because at the end of the day, you have to live there, and if no one buys your property, you have to live with that. But is there perhaps a distinctly colored chair that you could have in the living room? Is there something that you could put on the table or on the countertops in the kitchen, or a sign out front, like on the front door, that would help buyers remember your home?
Yeah, because I mean, if people are going, there's only so much neutral colors that people can remember. I mean, you go into a house where go into a bunch of houses and they all, I mean, they may have their own different floor plans and whatever layouts, but there's only so much neutral. Sometimes you need something that's just makes something stick out. I mean, it depends. I mean, this is not a rule. This is just kind of something to think about when you are staging.
Yeah. But it is better, because this follow-up question, thank you, Linda, for the question about staging. Is it better to have furniture or no furniture in a room? And it's always best to have well taken care of furniture in the room. So
well taken care
of furniture in the room, so that way a buyer can come in and say, oh, this room can fit a king size bed and have room to walk around. Or this is how big this couch is. That's similar to my couch. Oh, that's how you're going to use that space. I can use that space like that. So it does help buyers think about how to visualize their furniture in this house and make it their own.
At the same time, though, you don't really want a lot of big furniture, especially if the room is small. You don't want a lot of big furniture, because that makes the room look smaller, and vice versa. You don't want a lot of little bitty things in a big room. It just makes the room seem sometimes
empty.
Too big and empty and just kind of. So it's just, I guess there literally is an art to it. There are people that go through, and I mean, they specialize in staging, and like there's home staging companies, they specialize in that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's like you said, it's an art to it. I think the higher price range you go, the more important it is. And I'm not saying
some sort of staging, it helps.
Yeah, I'm not saying that if you're on the lower end, screw it, throw clothes on the floor and let people come into your home. Not at all. It still needs to be maintained. But because there's more competition, yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying.
And if you're, and I was just gonna say, if you're gonna be, thinking about selling your place or something, I would say if I always recommend to work with a realtor, especially somebody if they're a little bit more. I mean, even the new people, as long as they have work with a realtor that has hopefully some trained eyes, and just kind of maybe has been around and just has studied, just so they can. I don't know, give you some advice on staging and just how to maximize what you have.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, to maximize what you have.
Yeah. And if your furniture is not great, or if it's mismatched or something, and you are in the process of moving out, it may be better if the home is vacant, but ideally it's better to have furniture in there. Something. So that way, again, people know how to use this space. Yeah.
And then I guess this is the one last question. Like Geraldine just asked, so how much to stage maybe a 3,000 square foot house or so? Good question. It depends on the company. It depends on what's needed. There's a lot of variables to that.
If you're looking at, so there's two types of staging. So three really I'm going to talk about. The first is someone coming in and working with your belongings.
What you have.
Right. So
that's cheaper.
Right. You're looking at a couple $100 an hour probably.
Depends. It can vary.
If you are looking at staging a vacant home and having furniture brought into it, you're looking at several $1,000s to do that. Now,
depends.
The third and very efficient way to stage a vacant home is virtual staging, where you get an awesome photographer who does their magic online on the pictures. So on the pictures online, you're able to see furniture in this room to see how it's made. Now, obviously, when they show up for the showing, it's going to be empty. But that helps get people to the home, and they can always see, this is how they worked the furniture.
I have a couch like that, and here's where it fit in the room with this photographer who's trained, obviously, in colors. Yeah. So they're able to make I guess, to show the house and then I guess the colors of the decorations and just kind of get everything working right. It kind of gives them an idea of maybe a color palette to when they're going into this room, and if they don't have furniture, how to decorate. Or what would look really good to decorate. So
so you're looking there at literally maybe a couple $100 versus several $1,000s. It's just more efficient. Plus, you don't risk the potential damage to your vacant home, moving furniture in and out of it. So it's that's the cool thing about living in 2017 right now is the aspect of virtual staging that you can do, creating virtual tours and all that stuff. So that's really, really awesome. So
there's a wide variety of options if you're looking into that. So and if you're wanting some connections with some different people for virtual staging, just shoot us an email.
We actually, I'll put the link in the comments, but we actually do have a home up on HAR that's virtually staged, and so I'll let y'all be the judge if you can tell, like, if it looks fake or not.
You really have to look for it. At least I did. So
it's at 8440. This is one of our Conroe homes. I'm going to put it up there. So y'all look at the pictures up there. Again, this is the 8446 Horsepen Bend Drive. Not, if you're like looking at this, it's not the Richmond home.
It's not the Richmond home.
We didn't virtually stage that.
No, I don't think. I'd say probably the listing agent probably wishes they could virtually wipe it off.
I guess I can end on
clean.
I can end on this note. The thing is, hey, we're getting a lot of likes, a lot of viewerships, a lot of showings on our home. At the end of the day, it's not about what goes viral. It doesn't matter about that. What matters is getting a buyer to buy your home. Yeah. That's the point of it. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about Mannequin House. Good luck to them. Good luck to them.
Seriously,
hey,
good luck.
If you would like to purchase Mannequin House, give us a call. 832-658-1796. We will meet you there tomorrow. Proof of funds verified, please. Awesome. We had fun with y'all tonight. You're a fun crowd. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all look great for just a Tuesday.
At 9 o'clock at night.
At 9 o'clock at night. Y'all know we have no pants on, right? Okay, good. Awesome. We're going to see you next Tuesday at 9 o'clock. If you have questions, feel free to submit them to info@thenationofrockwell.com. Y'all have a beautiful pantsless evening. Bye.